Hello and welcome to Crafty's World. So, guys, after the response we had for the Transformers rescue bots, I thought, okay, maybe I didn't put enough time into this. I was just really building it for my son, for at the same time, if it makes my son happy, it's going to make other kids happy. So what I've done is cleaned it up a little, brought it back, stripped down the details, because obviously from building in Roblox to then Minecraft, you really can't put those details in. Took a few days and come back to it, and this is what I've come up with. It's a lot cleaner. I've tried to strip it down a little, not make it so big. So realistically I'm gonna have to use my template here, so we're just gonna scoot over to another little patch I've got over here, and these are the items we're gonna use. We're gonna use our stone brick stairs, red wall, blue stained glass pane, stone brick slab, acacia fence, block of quartz, the blue wall and the green lime wall, but they come in a while. So for now we're just going to start with our red wall. I'll drop down and I'm going to place 1, 2, then I'm going to place a stone brick in front, and I'm going to leave a gap of 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then on the 6 place a stone block. Then I'm going to place 1, 2, 3 red wall, making sure we start at the back of the stone brick, and place the other one on the third block, and then we're going to leave a gap of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on our 8th. Place a stone block, and then place 1, 2, 3 red wall like we did over there, and place our stone brick in front of that, and then leave another gap of 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 on the 6. Place our stone block and our red wall behind there. Now for now I'm not too sure what the complete size is there, so we're going to build up 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then put a stair on top. And I'm going to do the same over this side as well, and then for the middle we're going to raise up one more, so we're going to go 5 high with our stone bricks, and then brick stairs around the back, and we can place one on the back of them as well. Now I know the doors are not curved within the actual Transformers itself, but it just looks a little bit cleaner, it's a little bit nicer to look at. So we're going to go to our 5 high on the other side of our middle door, and place our stone brick stair on top, and one on the back of that, and then we're going to drop back to 1, 2, 3, 4 on the outside door, and then with our stone brick stair on top of there. So we should now end up with this little look, and we're going to go behind, we're going to drag our red wall up, so we're going to go all the way up. On these ones we're going to go up to the 5, and then we're going to go across the top on the 6. We can drop down and do this as well. And then for our middle door we're going to go up to the 7th and pull across, making sure that we drop down to the 6 as soon as we get back to the column. And we're just going to fill that in. And I'm going to drag across the 6 block again, and then fill in our next column. And we're just going to fill in the 3 blocks outside that, just for now. I'm going to go over to our slab, and we're then going to place 1 on top of the upside down stair, and we're just going to really run all the way across, so we end up like that. Now if you wanted to, you could place the extra 1 in the very middle. For me, I'm just going to keep it nice and flat all the way across. So I've done that for all 3 doors. We can now raise up this part as well. So we're now up to our 7th block. Now I'm going to take a run over to my other building here a quick second. find out how high we've raised up. So we'll be one above there. So we're going to go another block higher before we come out one on our third block higher. So if we look from the bottom, we've gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then one out on our 9th. And we can run that all the way across until we get to our column on top of the door of the very last one. But then where we've stepped up to our 6th block, we're then gonna dive in 1. And how long is our 5 blocks? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, just to double check. So we're going to go ahead and add them 11. Now we've already got 3 there. And we know we can knock away these blocks right here where we started our 3 because it's right on the column. So we've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And now we're going to run it all the way back for our 5 blocks. So now we've got this shape. Then I'm going to step in 1. And I'm going to pull that across until we get to the edge. And then we're going to pull that part around and this part around, so it should leave 1, 2, 3, 3 there, and then 1, and then another 1, 2, 3. Where have I gone wrong? Let me just check 1 second. 1, 2, and 3. Block 1, 2, and 3. It should be a block right there. So I've seemed to have added an extra block, or I've gone in too close. Let me just make sure. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then we step up 1. It's because we got the extra part. Sorry guys. Miles away. So we're going to take these ones away. But at least we know we're not gone on the bottom. And then we're going to step in again. Like that. Then we're going to place 1 on the very corner. And then do a row of 3 balloon stained glass. And then coming back in, we're going to do 1, 2, 3 there. So to explain that a little better, we've gone up 5 high, then we've stepped in 1 and placed 1, and then we've gone 1 higher, stepped in and placed 1, and then within that step we've now placed 1 on top, then our 3 glass plane. We've then put another red wall, 3 glass pane, another red wall, and obviously we would have stepped in as we've come around the corner. So now if we just place these ones, so it'd be 7 long, we're going to place 3 right next to the very corner block, then our red wall, and then 1, 2, and 3. And we know we're going to place red wall around there. Now I'm going to take these up 6 high, so I'm going to add another 5. So we're now on 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh. And we can just build up all of these windows up to the level of 6. Now guys, if you did build the other one, I am sorry. It's I didn't intend to actually remake one. It's just the way the other video took off. I thought, right, rebuild it. I didn't realize so many people were into the rescue bots. So we're going to build this one up 6 high as well. In fact, all 4 of these windows should be 6 high. I actually hate working with glass pane, but at the same time, with this build, to strip down the features, it actually works out much better. So we now can drag around our corners as well, knowing that we could put that one further because it's going to come out. And this one as well. I'm going to go over and make sure that they actually all fit in the right place. And on this one, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then on our 9th, we're going to step out 1. And then I'm going to drag this block all the way across. Now we already know we can now put this part and drag this all the way up to our level that we're on with our windows. So I just want to make sure that I haven't gone wrong anywhere. I know it's a pain. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're right there. And then we're going to go 1, 2 blocks higher than the middle door for our middle part. Oh, and I just want a quick check around here. So yeah, we're fine there. So while we're over this side, we're going to drag our very corner all the way across until we hit this part. So we can take that, all of the blocks up until we reach our base. I will make sure just quickly that that isn't actually sat in. Yeah, so literally from, there is no sinking in from there. So this one goes and this one comes back. I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, and back. So we're carrying on this wall all the way up to the top. And we're stepping in 1 from the frame. And we know this one is going to go higher. And it's going to come out the 2. So we're going to drag this one all the way back. And we know we're coming out at least the 1 there. So I'm going to leave that like that for a moment. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to drag 1 more across the top here. So now we're on the same level as our arch. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn around to the back of the building. We're going to find our inside column there. I'm going to place 1 and pull it back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're going to drag this all the way back until we get to our inside column of this one. So we're going to look for it again. And it's there. I'm going to pull this back to our frame. So now we can just fill all of this in. Whoops. So we've ended up with this. So I'm going to run over, have a quick check of this door just to make sure we are literally on point. Now this is the only problem when I'm not building literally at the same time. So our wall comes up in line with that column, sorry. And we're going to take it 1 more higher from when we find it. So we're going to go up to here. There's our wall right on our corner block. And we can now take that up as well. Knowing that if we got 1, 2, 3, we're going to place 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then we're going to run them up for 3 layers. And we're going to grab our red wall back out, and we're just going to come right up over that layer of window right there, and we can bring this back to where our wall is. So we're now here. Now we're going to go 3 up with this wall, coming into the inside. Now on this one we're going to place 1 on the inside, very much like we've done on the last one. So we've now got 1, 2, 3. I'm going to run this one back, and there's our 5 on the next layer. So we're going to come over to the other side, we're going to do the same. So 1, 2 and 3. Now if we come around to the front, we can fill all of this in at the same time. So on our next layer, we're going to run across, and we're going to come 1 extra out, run it back, and then we're going to run this layer across, and we're going to come 1 more in like that, and then we're going to run it all the way back. So we can now fill in all of this gap in the middle. Now keeping it nice and simple, we're going to switch over to our acacia fence. I'm going to run that all the way across the outside lane, the very one inside. Then we're going to go over to our block of quartz, we're going to run it across the very back on our 6 in. And we're going to run it all the way around the edge. So we get this. Then we're going to grab we're going to use blocks instead rather than glass pane. So find our blue. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2 and 3. Knock this one out in the middle because we'll keep that there for a door. And I think we want to go 1 higher. So I'm going to go like that. Knock these 2 away. In fact, I'm going to knock all of this away. Sorry guys, I did not realise. Oh dear, oh dear. And I'm going to move this 1 layer up. This is why I hate copying. So we're going to go literally the 1 layer up, and then we're going to pull it across. So we end up at this level. Now we can feel free to fill that in. I'm going to drop back down to our door. We're going to place our block of quartz on top of the glass on the row of 3. Then we're going to place our glass in. And what I'm going to do is place a quartz block there on the 3rd, so we've still got the space for 1 door to go in. And I'm going to run a glass all the way across the top. And then I'll block a quartz all the way across the top like that. So that gives us our door. Now we're going to fill our red wall up to the top there. So because we now know we're on our layer for the flooring on the very top layer. And we already know this one is coming all the way out. Sorry, on the very back of the layer that we were just doing, we're just going to run 1 straight across there. So we now end up, let's just check this out. So we've now got this look. Now we're going to run across. While we're still remembering, I know it's a little bit far away, we're going to grab our block of quartz and we're going to swap it over for an item frame. And we're going to place an item frame on the top block of each door, preferably in the middle of each one. Now the red one, let me just quick check. Yeah, the red on the end, green in the middle, and blue on the very end. And I'm pretty sure we're going to start our glass on this next layer as well. We are. And we're going to start our top block over there. So we're going to start this one. So stepping in 1, 2, 3, and on that third block we're going to take it up 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I have noticed that we have done an extra block here, so we can dig it out one extra. Just go across. Now we can take this one away until we get into our inside column, and then we're going to place one there. Which means this one needs to be shaved back one as well. Now this isn't actually angled within the actual build, but it just makes it a lot neater to look at. So we've now got that. We're now going to come across 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Drop back down, and we can now fill this all into this box. So we now got this look going on, and we can spin it around. Pop over to here, and we're going to drag this one all the way back to our corner right there. Oh. And we can drag this up for the full 5 layers as well. Now looking the opposite way, we're going to drag this one back in. The only way we're going to work this out is to drag it all the way across so we know we're matching up there. So then obviously we could fill all of this in, but for now we're just going to go to the one below on the floor level. And now we can start filling up this side. So we're going to take that up the 5 layers, and now we're on 3rd, above floor level on the roof, 4th, last one, the 5th. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to come across, and we've already got 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it leaves 4. So we can drag these up now. And then on our very last block, we can run this one all the way across the 4 that we're missing for our door. So we now end up with this look. We can now fill in all of this part of the floor as well. Now we want to pull this across. Pull our other corner across to this one, but that isn't how high the tile is going to be. We're going to work that out in a moment. So right now we've got 1, 2 on that side and 1, 2, 3 there. How many more do we want to extend it by? I don't think we do. I think I was going to keep it at the 3. Let's just go have a look. So we've got 1, 2, and then 4. 1, 2, yeah, everything's still in the right place, which is very handy. So we're going to place, now copy them from below in the very same place. We're going to now place our 4 glass plane. Then we're going to go back to our red wall, place him back and dragging across the top of there. And then we're going to drag it back to... Now, I don't think we were going back as far as that. Now, I'm going to try and check the dimensions for this tower quickly. Now, as we come back up, we then come back to a 2 rather than a 3. So we then knock it back to the 2, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to come out for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 there. So we're going to go 5 up from our glass pane layer. So we've already got 1 and 2. 3, we're going to knock these 2 away a moment. So we got 1, 2, then our window, then 1, 2. So now we're on, oh, we needed to make that 3 high, sorry. And so now we're on our 3rd, we've got a 4th going in. And now our 5th. And now on this layer we're going to build out one. Oh. And we're going to pull this all the way around, so let's just have a quick count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And a 10. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now if everything's swimmingly good, we should meet up, which we do. I'm going to build this up 5 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now we end up with our little box for our tower. We're going to fill in the one next to our very corners on each side. But all of our windows are now going to be exactly the same size. So filling in both of these. And then dropping into this one, we're going to fill that one up as well. Making sure we do the same on the front. And I think we've done it all. We have. So now we're free to now put our windows or blue stained glass pane. And that should be a 3x6. And it should be the same on every side of the tower. And now we can go in and fill in this part of the floor right here because we know where our box is. Let's knock that away. So now we're free to fill in all of our tower space around. That's a very good point. We did come one extra out. Oh no, we didn't. Ignore that. Sorry guys. I'm looking at the top. What was I thinking? There we go. And we're just going to fill in our box all the way around. Apart from on the other side, we're going to put in another door frame as well. So we've now got that. We could fill in all of this floor as well. So now we've literally got our level for the whole front of the building, and then we're just going to chuck in a couple of door frames, and then we're going to leave it like that until part 2. I've done it again over here, sorry guys. There we go, knock that away and put it across the front. And now we want a gap in the middle for our door, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to knock 2 of them away, so we've got a column of 2 on each side. We're going to pull across the top one. I'm going to fill in these 2. So we've still got our gap of 4 in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we want to move over a touch? I think we'll move over this way. So we'll move the column over to this side. So we've got 2 on that side. It won't match up with the other side because it is a complete different size. But we're going to build up some stone bricks up to the 3rd level. And then some stairs on the back of there. And then some stairs some stone bricks on the opposite side, going up 3 levels, and then stair bricks on the side of there. Let's get rid of our green wall and find our stone brick slabs. And then we're going to step up to the next block and run it just in between those blocks there. And we're doing the same here. 1, 2, 3. Stone brick stairs and stone brick blocks. And one on top. Then back to our slab. So we end up like that. We can obviously fill that in if we want to. I'm going to take this. I think I'm just going to, this one can stay the size it is now, so we're now going to put the roof in on this one. We could shorten the door on the tower to 3 if that would more suit your needs, to keep it even on the tower. But my way of thinking was, if we had a door that was 4 wide over here and a door opposite it that's only 3 wide, it would look a little bit odd. But I think I'm going to drop it to a 3 anyway, looking at it from here. I haven't looked at it from this angle. Let's just see what it looks like with a 3 on it. Oh. So that would be our 3 stone bricks and a stair on top. It looks definitely much more even. So now we've done that, we're now going to run our acacia fence all the way across the front from side to side. And if we take a step back, that should be now basically the first look of our tower, our full transformer building. We're going to go up, we're going to go to the very corner of our tower, and we're going to drag this one all the way down. So we've now got that, and then we're going to step in one. And now we know how long this is going to be, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we can run that all the way up to the level where we first start stepping out. And then where we stepped out, we're now going to drag that block all the way across to our column piece right there. And we can now fill all of this in as well. Remember to knock that block away before I start building in with it. There we go guys, that is part 1 right there. Now the only other thing we could do with this part, and I know it looks a bit plain with this wall, but it's the only way to keep it short and look at that a little bit nicer. So you can place some buttons and different stuff there to make the stone wall. But right now I'm going to leave that as part 1, and I will see you soon or very shortly with part 2. But for now I've just got to see back to the family, and thanks for watching guys.